Downtown Mexico City is generally busy with tourists and street sellers, but now among the crowd is unusual sight of a group of dancers dressed as ancient Aztec. They represent the Mexicaneidad, a movement that is trying to revitalize the ancient Aztec culture.
Downtown Mexico City is usually busy with tourists and street sellers, but now groups of dancers dressed as ancient Aztecs make their presence felt in Mexico City's main square. They represent the Mexicaneidad, a movement trying to revitalize the ancient Aztec culture. Members of the Mexicaneidad movement are called conchiros because of the shells that are integral to the culture. The snail shell is used both to make sounds during rituals and for producing a rhythm while dancers perform. Miguel Angel Andrade is an expert anthropologist who has been researching the Mexicaneidad movement for years. The Aztecs' glorious past is a civilizing past of splendor, development, cultural, and agricultural inventions. They had their own food, their own dressing style, their own language. All these are considered parts of an identity for this movement. The Aztecs lived in Mexico during the pre-Hispanic era, from 1325 to 1521, during which time they ruled the region. Tangible evidence of this ancient culture, Aztec temples remain near the main square in downtown Mexico City and inspire the Aztec revivalists. What this movement is trying to convey is that in this country, in this region, we have our own history which will not be forgotten or lost, especially these days where we are facing the neoliberal movement, which is considered a foreign movement against nationalism. Now, given this context, having one's own identity is a way of resisting the foreign invasion. Some Mexicaneidad movements emulate those of the original Aztecs, and that includes the outfits and the dances, copal, the traditional incense and drums. At the same time, they have been adapted to modern times with modifications of some elements such as head ornaments. Most of the Mexicaneidad members are not descended from the original Aztecs. Now, this dance group was founded in 1984. Now 26 dancers make up the group and present a show in the square every weekend. This mitotolislis, also known as an Aztec dance or shell dance, is a tradition that we preserve most of all. The movements you are about to witness are movements that imitate those of the water and earth animals, the eagle, the deer, the snake, among others. Elizabeth Moreno is a 25-year-old dancer and artisan. She joined the movement 12 years ago because she likes to imagine what the Aztec past was really like. To her, dancing brings her back to her roots.
I've always liked to dance, so it became part of my life, and after that it became all of my life. I don't have anything else to do but to live to dance.
Pedro Ramirez, known as the Nahuatl name Snakebird, actually has Mayan ancestors and works in construction. He's been dancing for 5 years and says that for him, it is a prayer in motion to nature. I'm pleased to come here to jump and swirl. It is a way to show how thankful I am.
This shows our Mexican roots and that we must be proud of them.
This should never die because it is our roots. I speak Mazahue. I am Mazahue. To join the group, some rules must be followed, like using the required attire. Speaking while in a circle is forbidden because that would put an end to the energy. Once the dance is over, group members carry on an energy cleansing with incense. CITV Weekly.